Hit Songs TV.
Hello there, you're welcome to another interesting episode of The Oath right here on Hit Song TV. It promises to be a wonderful time on the show because on The Oath we always bring dynamic guests, young men and women from all walks of life that have been affecting their worlds with their talents, acts and crafts. And on the episode today we have a very fantastic guest, someone who happens to be one of the fast rising comedian of our time, and he's been doing exploits. I must tell you the truth. I'm not going to tell you his name, but when we come back you get to find out more about him. My name is Jheri, also known as Jerry Blake. When we come back, know more about my guest. Enjoy the music of Righteous Man, and this one entitled Who Is Like Jesus.
Reggae music sweet, but Jesus is sweeter. He's the one who was, who is, and who is to come. I love you, Jesus. Yes, sir. Who is like Jesus? No one. Who is like Jesus? No one. Who is like Jesus? No
one. Welcome back. If you just join us, this is The Oath right here on Hit Song TV. Okay, like I told you before, I have a very dynamic guest in the house, and this time around, for the very first time on The Oath right here on Hit Song TV, we'll be having a comedian. You know, he's been doing exploits, and ladies and gentlemen, I just want to recognize the presence of Sonny Messiah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Okay, all right. So, who is Sonny Messiah?
Sonny Messiah, I studied architecture.
Okay.
I didn't go into comedy because I was frustrated. I graduated top of the class.
Okay.
I do comedy. I write comedy. Okay. I'm very original. Yeah. Very, very original.
Okay.
I don't copy jokes. You never hear me do that.
Okay.
And then I love people. I love to see other people grow. I encourage people to grow. I am an accidental teller. Yeah. I say that because I make my own clothes. I didn't really set out to do. I've not gone commercial, but everything I wear to a large extent.
You make them?
Yes.
Like what you're wearing right now?
This one
fantastic.
Yeah. So
wow.
I write, like I already said that I write, and then basically my number one, the number one thing on the top of my list is comedy, and that's what I'm trying to use every other thing I do to push up.
Okay, fantastic.
And then I sing, but I sing, normally in the bathroom only. I tried it in the church one time. It was a worship section, and I just came out, and then as I was singing, people started taking their life back from Jesus. So I keep it to myself before I annoy God.
Fantastic. So it's better you don't sing so that.
And I know if I do an album, the only way I can sell it is with a gun. So you just kick your door. Haven't you heard that I've done an album? How many copies do you want? My album or your life? Give me 2 copies. I'll just give it to you. That's the only way I can sell.
Okay. Now talking about skits, you recently you've been I've been seeing a lot of your skits online, and it's been getting massive, downloads and views from people. How do you do that? How do you come about those skills?
Some ideas come to you, and then by the time you consider it, it's not really fit for stand-up comedy for performance.
Yeah.
So and then sometimes some ideas come, and then every time I try to wrap my head around it, to really see if people understand it, if I tell the story, on the stage, I don't see them doing that. So I think there has to be another way of interpreting it so they can get it, and that's what I do. Okay. And sometimes some of these ideas, when you don't get them out, they get in the way for other things, and then that's so as much as possible, we want to get them out so that other things can take, come in. I can be reading an idea, I can be reading a book because I like reading.
Okay.
The Bible said, study to show yourself approved, the workman that did not to be ashamed, but rightly divided. Now the word of God is divided. Everything you read should be divided. Now you said rightly, which means you can also use left hand to divide it, and that makes you wrong. Okay, so I try to read books, and then I can be reading at something, an idea will jump out at me, and then I start thinking about it, and then that's how it starts. There recently, there's this skit I did where I was trying to, I was trying to tell the lady that what kept me from coming on time to pick her was traffic.
Okay.
And then what caused this was these a lady has a way of interpreting one thing 30 different ways. Yeah. I think actually I'll be disappointed if the person who wrote the first dictionary was not a lady. I'm serious. They are very good at that. You can say, let's say you're talking to her and you say, I'm sorry, I didn't come on time. It was because of traffic. You say, is that all you have to say? Shouldn't you be saying I'm sorry? And then you say, I'm sorry. But so you only said I'm sorry because I told you to say I'm sorry. You say, Jesus. You do, you have a sign. Then you say, okay, so you're tired already. You say, I'm sorry. Say, if you really mean it, you look into my eyes and say, I'm sorry. And then you're like, I'm sorry. You say, you're only staring. You're not saying it. These are the kinds of things. And then, so, while you're talking with them, you have to be thinking quickly because they have a way of seeing things differently. It's not like
splitting one answers, bringing four questions.
So if you're not man enough to hold your own, it makes you flare up, it makes you walk out on them, it makes you angry. So those are kinds of things. Sometimes when I'm talking with you, I'm seeing ideas. Looking at you, I know your complexion. Then it's an idea for a joke for me. Like now, some persons may look at you and say you're very dark in complexion, and then I'm like, they don't know my brother-in-law. They don't know him. My brother-in-law is darkness in complexion. If you see my brother-in-law, you know that police uniform is not black. It's great. So that's it for me. And I know if my brother-in-law marries another person who looks like him, their family will be, kingdom of darkness.
Let me ask you this. What is the challenge? What are the challenges you faced as an upcoming comedian? All right. What are the challenges you faced over the years? Okay, I want to say I thank God because of internet. Okay. Things are slightly different now. Okay. Those days we talk about platforms. Everybody can, give himself a platform now. And that's why I feel it's bad when people say, we are doing this event so that we can give you platform. And every time they say that, it's because they don't want to give you anything. Money. Are you getting me? So it annoys me because the table in my house is a platform. So that's the truth. The table in my house is a platform. So now we are at the point where, I'll go back to it, but we're at the point where the best help you can actually get from anywhere is self-help. Don't look for any platform. Your phone is the biggest platform that you have at this point in time. If you want to do stand-up, do it and record yourself with your phone. If you don't have a phone, get a friend who has one. That's what I did. There are some stuff I recorded. Pretty much the first few skits I recorded, we did with my friend's phone. It wasn't my phone. Okay, so get somebody who has a phone. And then, but in our time when I was starting off, so there wasn't really, this kind of, platform that we have today. We pretty much had to beg every other person to say, I'm funny, I'm funny, you crack joke for them, you sample and stuff like that before anyone will listen to you. And sometimes churches have, it didn't really start today. Churches have this problem with coming to church to crack joke. And then I laugh. I laugh at it because God wouldn't be using comedy to do instances in the Bible if it was a bad thing. Are you getting me? Now, Proverbs 17:22 says, laughter doeth good, like medicine. But sadness dries the bones. The Bible was specific. It says something in 15:13 of the same proverb. Now, if laughter was a very bad thing, God wouldn't laugh. Psalm, I think 2:4 said that God laughed them to derision. And the derision will be children laughter. It's like laughing and falling all over the floor. Wow. Are you getting me now? God saw people doing some funny stuff. They were trying to do something funny, and then God started laughing. Trying to build ladder to reach him. Okay, so you see that. Now if God laughs, it means it's godly to laugh.
Are you getting me now? Somebody telling me it's not the right thing. What we often do is somebody lights a house with the matches, an arsonist, sets up a house on fire.
Yeah.
We say nobody should use matches from now henceforth. That's not the problem.
Yeah.
Deal with the problem and leave the matches alone, because we need matches to cook.
Yes.
Are you getting me? So that's what they do. So it was difficult then, because some persons were still skeptical about this whole thing. Is it righteous to laugh in God's house? Because we were always known, if you know my church, we frown in church. We frown. We just frown so that God does not think you came to church to play. So we frown the worship songs, and then my church was known for crying a lot. We cry to give offering.
I didn't want to ask you the name of the church.
We cry to receive from God. We cry to give offering, cry to worship, cry to receive from God, cry to smile at Him. Father God, smile. That kind of thing. So it was not normal, to laugh in my church. So every time the laughter thing says it's carnal. And I understand them. When you live around the canal, it's difficult not to be carnally minded.
Okay, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue with this fantastic, in fact, I don't even know how to describe him again. Okay, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Oath right here on It's on TV. Okay, we've been talking with Sonny Messiah. Okay, let me ask you this: what's your recent project? What's the project you're working on presently?
Okay, I'm trying to. I write. I enjoy writing. Okay, apart from the fact that I have a series running on Facebook and then other social media platforms, The Diary of an MC, Sonny Messiah, we are on the 9th episode now.
Okay.
And I started it accidentally too. I didn't really say that. The thing is just that I enjoy writing, creative writing actually. I don't write copy notes or anything like that. So, and then I enjoy writing checks and stuff like that. So I'm actually doing a series now.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
It's the present norm that is happening right now, where you see all these big comedy shows. I don't want to use AY as an example because AY happens to be, to me, an example because he's doing quite well and also helping the upcoming, comedians. But the A-list comedians that you see that they don't believe in upcoming comedians, and they started like that. And the kind of industry you people have, you guys constantly need this platform, to be able to showcase your skills. What's your take on this A-list comedian repeating the cycle of bringing the same people all over again?
Okay, the truth remains, people want value for their money.
Okay.
And sometimes some comedians think it's a risk to bring somebody who will give a bad impression of them. That's one on the side. On the other hand, there are people who are insecure. They are insecure and they are afraid that you might actually take food out of their mouth. That's the truth. So that's why I'm grateful to God for internet. People are pretty much, I can mention a long list of comedians who are coming through internet, who are no longer going through the platform. So now because they are big, These people can now invite them
Yeah.
because they're already big.
Yeah, I think Wole Arole.
True, that's it. He made
And
it
now
true.
that one that
There-
does Yoruba, when I forgot
There are
his
plenty
name.
guys
Yeah.
coming through,
Yeah.
internet. Now you get big, they invite you. But when you're small, you're on your own. That's life.
Mm.
That's life. If you need to play big, become big.
Okay.
Become big.
And how do you become big?
You work on yourself.
Okay.
You don't relax. You keep working. Like now, every day I ask myself, are you doing enough? And the answer is no. If I do well enough now, I will become very big, and then the big players will want you to come on.
Yeah.
So that's the truth. I don't know any comedian who doesn't have a younger comedian who is trying to grow. But in most cases, you don't get to allow them come out. That's where the problem is. I'll mention a few things. Much as it may look like I'm cutting trouble, but let me just say
No,
a
it's
few
okay.
things. Some persons,
We cause trouble.
some persons take you around. People see you with them.
Yeah.
They don't get to allow you say anything.
You just escort them.
Yes, it's more or less like you're their PA. People get to see your face everywhere. They think you're just enjoying the job of being a PA, and you're a comedian, and then you're dying inside. And there's something about this whole thing. People get rusty in every profession.
Yeah.
What gives birth to mastery is usage. The more you use your gift, the more you get better.
Yeah.
Now, if all you do is like if you don't eat for a very long time and you keep your mouth closed, after a while, the breath that comes out is not good.
Yeah.
So there is need for you to continue to use your mouth, talk, so that all these things will go out.
Yeah.
Now, so talent is like that. There's need for use, so that it will get better. Somebody was telling me about a comedian who was doing a joke on stage. I'm saying this because this is what mastery brings. The guy cracked the joke. It wasn't funny. And then he turned to his friends and said, "You people are very wicked." While I was outside saying this, you people were laughing. You made me believe it was funny. Now, that was now the joke. People started laughing. Now, it comes with confidence on stage. It comes with mastery. It comes with using the stage regularly.
Yeah.
There are things you'll never do if you're not being... See what happens when you're young, when you're coming out, when you're new.
Yeah.
You almost always more tense. Everybody's tense before they go to the stage, but the level of your tense, is way bigger than what other people do.
Yeah.
So you're always fretting.
Yeah.
So it doesn't allow you to think anything beyond the joke you want to do.
Yeah.
But when you've attained this mastery, you are at peace. You calm down. You can afford to crack a joke with somebody you're seeing and then go back and pick up from where you left off on your joke.
Yeah.
But when you are tense, you can do that and forget your joke.
Yeah.
You just do it and forget it. So the problem is, I think we've come to a point where, people will have to find a way. If you're mentoring anybody, if you're carrying anybody along, if you can give them a platform, where you're doing a show, find some other way to help them express what they have.
You were nominated for an award recently.
Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how did that happen?
The truth is that I don't know. That's the truth. I woke up that morning and then somebody sent me, the artwork, and then said you've been nominated. And believe me, the day I put that thing out was not that I received that.
Okay.
There's some question I ask myself: have you been doing enough?
Yeah.
That's what I asked myself. And then my friends were like, put it out. Let people start voting. I didn't really do that until maybe after 2 days. By then I had called up some guys in the industry and said, do you think I'm due for this? Do you think I should be doing this? And I had to go to their website, read up what they were about. They said people who are role model for teenagers.
Yeah.
Okay, so influencers and stuff like that. So I looked at myself, I said, I passed on this side.
Yeah.
What about the category where I was nominated? They said comedian of the year, So after asking some questions, my friend said, man, you're good to go, just do it. So it was after 2 days that I put it out, and then that's how it got.
So as the voting started?
Yes.
Okay. When is the
December 19th.
December 19th.
Yes.
I was recently nominated for an award to On Air Personality.
Whoa.
And they put me in the category of the big goons, Dan Foster,
Whoa.
Daddy Freeze, and one of that big shot like that. 3 of them.
You're Daddy Jerry.
And one of my friends was telling me, they said, Jay, forget it, whether you win or not, so long as you did that category. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's what
so it's the point is the fact that you are nominated shows that you are doing something good.
Yeah.
You understand? So we'll take a short break. When we come back, you get to listen to something comical about this my guest. Okay, we'll be right back.
I lost my mom 4 years ago, and before you start saying, hey, yeah, that's not the idea. There's something stupid I see people do a whole lot. You go burial, you know the person may die. You know be your mama, you know be your relative. And you are crying more than the bereaved. Why? The small attention we were enjoying, the family that lost their mother, people were coming to us to say, hey, yeah, sorry, take heart. We were like celebrity, we were enjoying the attention. And you came from nowhere. And you were crying. I will not take it, oh, I will die with her. Is it your mother? I will not take it, oh, I will die with her. The small attention we were enjoying, we took it away. You were crying lead, we that were bereaved, we were crying back up. You will not take it. Now you are enjoying the attention alone. People are looking at you. I don't know how you see it, but it's not funny at all. People should look into that matter. And the armed robbery in Lagos, it depends me well. I was from there in Lagos 6 months ago. It was not funny. And then let me say this: there are kinds of clothes you should never be wearing when armed robbers meet you. I was wearing a well-starched agbada. My shoulder was like this. And then you can never wear well-starched agbada and you look humble. The guy that washed that clothes, I'll never give him a cloth to wash for me in this life. The guy used to be mad. Pastor now prayed for him. The guy got healed. He said he wants to start business. Of all businesses, dry cleaning that you want to go into. They give you stockings to wash. You use this local starch, the one they do with hot water, and put stockings. Why? Boxers. Somebody will be wearing boxers. It's like he's wearing metal. They give you tie. Tie. What has tie got to do with starch? You put starch. It's like somebody's wearing machete now. They give you jean. You wash and put starch. They give you suits. You wash, put starch. Somebody comes out, it looks like he's wearing cupboard. And they gave you my agbada. Of all things, my agbada, use 500 naira starch. Local starch, hot water. And I was smelling cassava because of that stupid starch. And my shoulder was like this. People were thinking I was arrogant. When armed robbers met us, they said, all of you need that. I knelt down. My shoulder was still like that. And armed robbers said, oh, you are arrogant, Abi. You are proud. You are showing yourself. I pressed the thing down and he went up.
So, no, tell me this. So all these things you just balance for house. I change my speech to pidgin. You balance for house. They create all these things.
Let me tell you what my brother said. My brother said, Sonny, you're heartless. My mom died. You were busy making people laugh and collecting money. The funny thing is, I have these bad experiences. I was robbed actually here in Lagos, but somehow, sometimes, while I think about what happened to me, my thought line shifts from the normal thought and then moves away from it, and then that's how I get these ideas.
Wow.
You know, what God does is that He calls things that be not as though they were. And then that's what I do. I create characters, I breathe life into them. It doesn't have to be me. If I say I was at Maryland, just know it's happening in my head.
Yes.
You know, that's why when sometimes I had a pastor say, you comedians, you people lie, I was laughing at him. You know, let me ask you a question. The parable, sorry, I'm not the person asking question this time. Is the parable real life issues? Are they things that actually happened or stories Jesus was using to teach people? Stories. Does it make Jesus a liar?
No.
So what are we saying?
Jesus. In fact, we need to talk more about this issue of comedy with pastors kicking against comedy.
What I think people should do.
Have you ever been to a church before and you the reception was bad from the ministers, not even the audience now.
Yes, I have a pastor. I won't mention him. He's my friend on Facebook. I went to his church one time. They invited me. I don't know. If you don't like comedy, don't allow them bring comedians.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I was done with my thing, but because I have an event the following day, I had to go sleep. So, but I was just at that point where you were bestriding wakefulness and then being asleep.
Yeah.
And then I heard him saying stuff like, you just bring people to come and lie in church and they say they're doing comedy.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that I didn't take it to heart.
Yeah.
The next time I was doing an event, and he was a guest,
Yeah.
the way I introduced him, you wouldn't know that
Yeah.
he has ever said something
Like
bad
that.
about me.
Yeah.
So I've had such experiences, you know. So
But it never deterred you. You just kept moving forward.
They didn't give me the gift.
Okay, let me ask you this. This is my final question. I always ask my guests this. What's the ugly truth about Sonny Messiah?
I can be very lazy, especially when I have a good book in my hand.
Yeah.
You know, every other thing, the house can be falling apart, and then I'll stick to my book.
Okay.
It's my strength and it's my weakness too. It's something I'm not really very good. And then I love with my kidney, not just my heart. So I love with my kidney, my esophagus, and then I love with everything inside me. And then, so oftentimes people take advantage of it. You know, so I go all out to protect people I love.
Okay, this is how we wrap it up on the Oath right here on It's On TV. I've been talking with Sonny Messiah. My name is JHERI. You can advertise your product and services on It's On TV. You can see the address and the number on your screen. Okay, we're the best TV online, and we make your product and services, you know, all over the world for you. Okay, this is how we wrap it up on the show today. Until I come your way, same time, same station. Remember, say the truth as it is.
It's Songs TV.